The first big roster update of Madden 25 is officially here. This is the roster update following the week 1 performances. So we're going to see a lot of players going up and a lot of players going down. We're going to see some movement from the rookies as well, which is something we always like to see early in the year. We want to see the rookies that are balling, get those upgrades because they become better in the game. Now, if you are new to the channel and you never want to miss out on any of these updates or the overall game updates for both Madden and college football, make sure to subscribe and turn the bell icon on because we're going to be getting a ton of updates every month for both games and you don't want to miss out on any of them. So we're going to first start with the players who are going up this week and then we'll go over the players who are going down, and you can let me know below in the comments who do you think is not getting enough love or who do you think needs to go up a little bit more than they have. And we're starting with TJ Watt going up +1 to a 98 overall. Now this is a big deal because this is the highest that TJ Watt has ever been rated in Madden, and he's never been a 99 for some reason. Despite winning Defensive Player of the Year, despite leading the league in sacks before, he's never quite gotten up to that 99 overall, and I know a lot of Steeler fans have not been happy about it, but after a strong week 1 performance, he's now up to 98, and I think he's going to finally get to 99 at some point this year, and let's be honest, he deserves it. Up next, we've got Dexter Lawrence going up +1 to a 96 overall, one of the best interior defensive linemen in the league, and he's now starting to inch his way close to that 99 club. We've got Tristan Wirfs, the offensive tackle for the Buccaneers, been in the league a few years and he keeps getting better. He's going up +1 to a 95 overall. Saquon Barkley, after an amazing week 1, is going up +1 to a 93 overall, and after that first week, I think he's going to be moving up a lot this year. Joe Mixon also had a really big week and he's going up +1 to a 92 overall. Mike Evans is also going up +1 to a 92. We've got Aiden Hutchinson going up +1 to a 89 overall. He's starting to really come on strong in his young career and he's going to be in the 90s very soon. We've got Greg Rousseau of the Bills going up +1 to a 87 overall. Alvin Kamara, after a big week, goes up +1 to a 86 overall. And then we've also got Brock Purdy and Garrett Wilson going up +1 to a 86 as well. Here's a pretty big mover. Brandon Aubrey going up +3 to an 85 overall. This dude is looking like the best kicker in the league, and if he keeps this up, he's going to eventually, some years down the line, challenge Justin Tucker for the greatest of all time, but it's still early on, so we can't say all that just yet, but his young career so far has been really amazing. We've got George Pickens going up +2 to an 85 overall. TJ Edwards going up +1 to an 85 overall. We've got Aaron Rodgers going up +1 to an 84 overall, and then we've also got David Montgomery, Harrison Butker, and Julian Love also going up +1 to an 84. We've got CJ Stroud going up +1 to an 82 overall. Jordan Love and Rashee Rice are also going up +1 to an 82. Baker Mayfield had a huge week, one of the best weeks of his career, to be honest with you, and he's going up +1 to an 80 overall. I think he's going to keep going up a lot this year if he plays that way. And then we've also got a few other guys that are going up +1 to an 80. Charles Cross, Dalton Kincaid, Jamison Williams with probably the best game of his young career, and the rookie Joe Alt, who was amazing on Sunday. We've got the rookie Brock Bowers going up +1 to a 79 overall, and two other guys that had pretty big days are also going up +1 to a 79. J.K. Dobbins and Jaden Reed. We've got another rookie going up, Taliese Fuaga, going up +2 to a 79 overall for the Saints. Jerome Ford is going up +1 to a 78 overall. Reed Blankmanship is also going up +1 to a 78. Alex Pierce, who had a great game on Sunday, is going up +1 to a 78 overall. Isaiah Simmons is going up +1 to a 77 overall. And then we've got rookie Jared Verse, and then we've also got Khalil Shakir also going up +1 to a 77. Jack Jones is going up +3 to a 77 overall, and then we've also got Mac Wilson Jr. going up +3 to a 77 as well. Alan Lazard, who was a really big part of that Monday night game for the Jets, is going up +1 to a 76 overall. And then we've got Derek Carr and the rookie Brian Thomas Jr. also going up +1 to a 76. And of course, we can't forget about Isaiah Likely. He's going up +1 to a 73 overall after that massive performance in week 1, but I feel like he should have went up a bit more because that was a crazy performance. To only go up +1 seems not enough. Now we're going to go over all of the players who went down this week, and there may be some surprises in here, but really quickly, here's a word from today's video sponsor. I want to give a huge shout out to Game Time for sponsoring today's video. Game Time built a ticket marketplace that makes it faster and easier to get into your favorite events at a moment's notice. And for somebody like me who loves attending football games during this time of year, nothing's more annoying than not being able to find an affordable ticket, especially one at the last minute, because I definitely like to get my tickets hours before the game. And that's where Game Time has been huge for me personally over the past few years. I like to get my tickets a few hours before game time, and they always come in clutch with an amazing deal at a moment's notice. Game Time is the only ticketing app that gives you complete peace of mind with your purchase. You get to see the a view from your seat in the app, which is my favorite thing about them by far. And they show you the all-in prices up front, so you know you're getting a great deal before you even check out. And another great new feature they have is called Game Time Picks, which filters out all the fluff and only shows you incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Now, I'm definitely interested in going to this Saints game versus the Buccaneers in about a month, and you can see here under Game Time Picks, it'll show us we have super deals, amazing deals, great deals. I mean, look at this. I can get tickets for $25 for this game. You cannot beat that. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code RayWeather for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code RAYWEATHER for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time. Terms apply. Now let's talk about the players who are going down this week, starting with Mark Andrews, who's going down 1 to a 93 overall. Isaiah Likely went up, Mark Andrews came down, because that game was really more so an Isaiah Likely game. The Chiefs were not going to let Mark Andrews beat him. They focused very heavily on taking him out of the game, and thus Isaiah Likely was the one that benefited from that. So I do think the rest of the way Mark Andrews will be fine, and he'll probably go back up. But if we're just going off week 1, Isaiah Likely had the much better game. He goes up. Mark Andrews, because he had a little bit of a disappointing game, he's going down. We've got Tyron Smith going down 2 to a 93 overall. Didn't have the best showing with his Jets debut. Next up, we've got Derek Brown going down 2 to an 88 overall. And I believe he's now out for the season. I think he had some type of an injury, so he won't be playing the rest of the way, which is unfortunate. We've got Justin Tucker going down 1 to an 87 overall. Kyle Hamilton, his teammate, is going down 2 to an 87 overall. We've got Christian Wilkins going down 2 to an 86 overall. Jalen Hurts, who had some turnovers in that week 1 game, he's going down 1 to an 85 overall. I'm sure he'll be going back up pretty soon though. We've also got Raheem Mostert going down 1 to an 85 as well. We've got Mike Williams, who didn't play, going down 2 to an 84 overall. Now, this is something I've said every year. I don't really know why EA does this. When people are injured and they don't play, sometimes they tend to drop them in the ratings, which I don't think should be the case. I think you should only drop if you played bad, but I guess they're figuring if people aren't on the field, they got to dock them some type of way, because if you're not available, you know, they don't want your ratings to be at a certain point. Maybe, I don't know. I don't really know the reasoning for it. I don't think it's the right thing to do, but Mike Williams is going down to an 84 this week. Next up, we've got Gabe Davis going down 1 to an 83 overall. And then we've got quite a few other guys that are also going down 1 to an 83. Jadeveon Clowney, Jimmy Ward, Kyron Williams, who didn't have the greatest game last week, and then Kirk Cousins, who looked really bad in his debut. To be honest, it just doesn't look like he's fully himself after that injury. I don't know if he's just not 100% or if he's just never going to be what he was before the injury, because when you factor in his age and you factor in the fact that he wasn't the most mobile guy to begin with, and then you come off an injury like that at his age, he might not be able to play like he did previously. So that's going to be something to watch, because it did not look good in week 1, and he definitely has some weapons there. So if he winds up just not being close to the same guy, then man, did he finesse Atlanta out of a lot of money. But we'll have to see how it goes. Hopefully he can kind of bounce back, get back to his old self a little bit, but didn't look good in week 1. We've got Jake Elliott going down 1 to an 82 overall. Adam Thielen is going down 1 to an 81 overall. We've also got Jared Goff going down 1 to an 81 as well. Dawson Knox is going down 1 to a 79 overall. And then we've got Kyle Van Noy, Mike McGlinchey, and Tyler Boyd also going down 1 to a 79. We've got Kayvon Thibodeau going down 1 to a 78 overall. Romeo Dobbs is also going down 1 to a 78. Didn't really seem like he did too much in that week 1 game. It seemed like Jaden Reed made all of the big splash plays, but I do feel like Dobbs is still, if nothing else, their second best receiver, so I do expect him to bounce back going forward. Hopefully Jordan Love shakes back quick, because obviously these guys are going to do better if Jordan Love is the QB versus Malik Willis or anybody else. Next up, we've got a couple of rookies. We've got Caleb Williams going down 1 to a 75 overall, and then Drake May going down 1 to a 73 overall. I don't believe Drake May played though. Jacoby Brissett was the quarterback of the game. I don't think Drake May got in for any plays, so not really sure why he's dropping, unless this is just kind of delayed from the preseason performance, because sometimes that does kind of bleed into the week 1 updates. But as far as Caleb Williams goes, look, wasn't a great game, but the good thing is he didn't turn the ball over. He didn't make crazy mistakes, but he also, didn't throw for a lot of yards. There was a lot of scrambling and running around in situations where maybe he didn't have to do it. I still believe in Caleb Williams. I think he's going to be a dog, but sometimes we expect these rookie QBs to come on strong like CJ Stroud did, or, the first season Mahomes started, even though it wasn't his rookie year, he went insane. That's not going to be every QB. You know, some QBs, even some of the greats, had bad year ones or bad first few games. So you kind of have to wait it out. But those are two of the bigger name guys who did drop. Now, Jaden Daniels had a pretty decent game, at least in terms of rushing, but he didn't go up at all in the ratings. And we didn't see any movement from Bo Nix either, which I kind of thought he would maybe go down because of the turnovers, but we'll just have to wait and see what they do with next week's roster update. Now, we also did just get a small but very, very important Madden update a few days ago where they fixed some very important things. So if you happen to miss out on that, make sure to check out this video right here on the screen.